man, I don't know if this is going to be on. I don't think Amanda saw this. I'm not sure if this is going to be on Zach's list, but I have The Fire Inside, which I was really high on coming out of it.
Honorable mention for me.
Okay, there we go. So I'm excited to talk about it because I was kind of on a streak of a lot of 3-star movies for me, of which a 3-star movie any day of the week is a good day for me. It's like, okay, I got to see a good movie. But when you see a bunch of them in a row, you're like, I want something a little more. And maybe that's part of the reason I was so high on this. But at the same time, I think Rachel Morrison, who I didn't realize until a couple days ago is the first woman to ever be nominated for Best Cinematographer. Like, that's crazy. And she definitely deserves a lot of respect for that, because obviously her work with Ryan Coogler and all that has already been impressive. But cinematographers, I can feel like, go either way when they transition into actually directing a movie. Like, I know that Pedro Palermo movie did not get the hottest reviews at TIFF. I did not see it, but I think Rachel does an excellent job with this, which follows the story of Clarissa Shields, who is an Olympic boxer, a very young Olympic boxer at that. The film was written by Barry Jenkins, and me and Zach were at the same screening. Turns out it was written before he even wrote Moonlight. It was when he was really trying to get some work, and they've been trying to make this movie for a while. And it is, so I am a sucker for a good sports movie. You know, it doesn't have to be the most incredible, it doesn't have to be Raging Bull where it's diving too deep into different things. But I think what The Fire Inside does really good is it delivers on the basic boxing story that you would want. I swear to God, the guy next to me in the final fight is going like this next to me, like dodging the punches, like he was so into it. So I think it delivers on that part of the movie. But without going into too much, it reminds me a little bit of Foxcatcher too, where it goes beyond just the sport. It goes into the life of an athlete before and after something like an Olympic trial. So I am really high on this. I think Ryan Destiny gives a great performance as Clarissa. Brian Tyree Henry, it's no surprise that he's good in the movie, but he's really good in the movie. I liked him a lot. For what it's worth, this is the only movie at TIFF that made me shed a tear. I was crying at a certain part of it. I think it's the movie, like Unstoppable was another movie that came out that was solid, but this is just by far the best sports movie I've seen this year. And I'm curious to see how it lands, because I know Amazon and MGM have it. Don't know if it's going to get a theatrical push. Don't know if it's going to get any awards buzz at all. It doesn't scream awardsy, but
supposedly it will be out by Christmas this year. So that does mean it is qualifying at least for the Oscars. How much of a push, we'll see. But like, I'm in agreement
Christmas
with you.
movie.
Yeah, I think it's a great movie you could take the family to. It's rousing, it's inspirational, and there's also like a lot of thought to it. I agree with you in that, like, it totally delivers on that boxing movie, overcoming the odds to become a champion thing that I think you kind of expect when you just read the log line of something like this. But where the movie transcends and becomes something special is in showing you like the fuller picture of the story in that final act of the movie, and really like saying, okay, she's achieved her dreams, but now what? And, you know, leave it to people like Rachel Morrison and Barry Jenkins, who are really thoughtful filmmakers, to want to explore these things. And you put it in the hands of great actors, and it just becomes really inspirational and moving stuff. I agree. This is like one of the movies that I think is going to really, really stick with people. It definitely, it's hard to deny getting affected by it when you watch it. So I'm not surprised that this one brought a tear out of you. It's very emotional. Very good movie.